You work 40 hours a week, sacrificing your time and energy, but the balance at month's end is always zero. This feeling of being on a treadmill that never stops is the reality for millions in the modern world. Today, we will investigate the invisible forces that drain your bank account before you even notice. It's not just about numbers, it's about a system designed to keep you trapped in a cycle of survival. The first major barrier is the psychological phenomenon known as lifestyle inflation. As your income increases, your desires and expenses tend to rise at the same rate or even faster. The raise that should have secured your future ends up financing a lifestyle that consumes every new cent without realizing it. You become a slave to comforts that you barely have the time to enjoy. We live in the era of comparison, consumption, amplified by social media platforms running 24 hours a day. You are bombarded by images of perfect lives and products promising a happiness that never quite arrives. Modern psychology explains that we buy what we don't need to impress people we don't even know. This desire for social belonging is the fuel that burns through your wealth before it even exists. Another silent villain is capital leaks, those small expenses that seem insignificant on their own. Forgotten subscriptions, bank fees, and daily impulsive purchases form a constant river of money flowing out. Studies show that we spend up to 15% of our income on items we don't even remember buying a month later. By the end of a year, these small leaks could have been your rock-solid emergency fund. The modern credit system is designed to disconnect the pleasure of buying from the pain of payment. When using a card, your brain doesn't process the financial loss the same way it does with physical cash. This creates an illusion of purchasing power that is actually just an advance on work you haven't done yet. Consumer debts are the interest you pay to use the money of your future self today. A lack of a reverse budget is what prevents most people from seeing any real money at month's end. The golden rule of millionaires is to pay yourself first before paying any other bill or obligation. If you don't set aside your portion the day your paycheck hits, the market will find a way to spend it for you. Do not save what is left. Instead, spend what is left after you've invested in your own future. There is also financial anesthesia, where people avoid looking at their bills out of fear of reality. Ignoring your bank statement doesn't make the debt vanish. It only strips you of your power to react. Data from the Federal Reserve indicates that financial anxiety paralyzes the capacity for logical decision. Facing the numbers head-on is the first painful but necessary step toward true financial healing. Real inflation on food and housing often grows much faster than official government indices suggest. If your salary isn't adjusted or if you don't seek new income, you are becoming poorer while you work. The global economy has shifted, making the basic cost of living a real barrier to building savings. Understanding macroeconomics helps you realize that the game requires much sharper strategies today. Many people suffer from financial illiteracy because they were never taught how to manage capital. Schools prepare us to be employees, but they rarely teach us how to manage what we earn each month. Without understanding interest, assets, and liabilities, decisions are based on impulse and aggressive marketing. Knowledge is the only vaccine against traps that profit from your lack of technical information. The environment you live in and the people you associate with drastically shape your spending habits. If everyone around you lives in debt, you will start to believe that this behavior is the normal standard. Financial, social contagion may be preventing you from building wealth due to the fear of being different. To change your bank account, you sometimes need to change the places you go and the voices you hear. Modern marketing utilizes AI algorithms to predict your desires before you even feel them. Every click is used to create personalized offers that target your deepest emotional weaknesses. We are in an unfair battle. Your human brain against supercomputers focused solely on your pocketbook. Being aware of this technological manipulation is essential to regaining control over your behavior.
Have you ever stopped to think that the videos you just watched with flawless scripts and engaging narrations might have been created by someone who never even touched a camera or a microphone? There is a new digital elite profiting heavily behind the scenes of YouTube and social media, building massive channels without ever showing their faces or spending thousands of dollars on equipment. While most people are frozen by the fear of being on camera, these individuals are using the hidden power of artificial intelligence to generate automated content that works and earns for them 24 hours a day. The secret to dominating this game isn't about having a famous face. It's about knowing how to command the right tools to create scripts, voices, and visuals that magnetically hold the audience's attention. I've gained access to a strategic method that reveals the exact roadmap for you to build your own invisible digital empire. Mastering AI to turn clicks into a real source of income. It is the perfect opportunity for those seeking financial and geographical freedom without having to deal with the pressure of being a public figure on the internet. Best of all, you can seize this opportunity right now for a symbolic price. The complete training is under an exclusive promotion. dropping from $97 to just $17. This is your passport to unlocking the knowledge you need to start your professional journey with AI today. Click the first link in the description to secure your spot while this discount is still active.
A lack of clear goals causes money to lose its meaning and be spent on fleeting, momentary pleasures. Having a clear target gives your effort a greater purpose and makes saving much more logical. When the why is strong enough, the how of saving becomes a bearable and strategic task. Money without a destination is money spent along the way on things that don't build your real freedom. Many families fall into the trap of keeping up appearances for neighbors and relatives through spending. The desire to look successful is often the greatest obstacle to actually becoming truly wealthy. Real wealth is what you don't see. It consists of investments and the peace of a debt-free mind. Financed luxury is just an expensive facade that costs you your peace of mind every single night. The fear of investing causes people to leave their money in savings, losing value to inflation daily. A lack of financial education creates the wrong idea that investing is something exclusive to millionaires. Investing is, in fact, the only way to make money work for you while you are resting or sleeping. Starting small is better than never starting. Time is the greatest multiplier of wealth in existence. The poverty cycle is reinforced by decisions made under stress, which affects the brain's prefrontal cortex. When you focus only on paying the next rent, your ability to plan for the long-term future is reduced. This creates a tunnel effect, where you only see the immediate problem, ignoring lasting solutions. Breaking this cycle requires conscious effort to exit survival mode and enter a tactical mindset. It is fundamental to understand the difference between price and value in every transaction you make. Price is what you pay, value is what you get. Many expensive things have very little real value in your life. Learning to be an intentional consumer can free up a fortune over the course of a full decade of life. Less clutter at home means more money in the bank and less stress with maintenance and organization. The rising costs of housing and education has pressured the middle class in an unprecedented way. Today, people spend a much higher percentage of their income on the basics than past generations did. This requires modern financial management to be much more precise than it was 30 years ago. The landscape has changed, and your ability to adapt must evolve at the same speed to secure your future. The habit of shopping to feel better is a symptom of emotional gaps that money cannot fill. Spending may be a way to relieve stress or loneliness, but the relief is short and the cost is very high. Identifying the emotional triggers that lead you to shop is the secret to keeping a positive balance. Saved money brings a type of security that no impulsive purchase can ever provide for you. Technology made payments easier but made the perception of loss harder, making spending invisible. Contactless payments and one-click shopping remove the reflection needed before spending your capital. Try using physical cash for variable expenses for 1 month and feel the difference in your control. Resistance to spending is your greatest defense against a world that wants to facilitate your money's exit. A lack of asset protection can destroy years of savings in just one single unexpected event. Not having plans for health or accidents is like walking a tightrope without a safety net below. Risk management differentiates the amateur from the professional in the world of finance and real investing. Protect what you have already conquered to have the peace of mind to keep building what is yet to come. An excess of options generates choice paralysis and makes us spend on things without real satisfaction. Simplify your life by having fewer accounts and cards, focusing only on your major life goals. Simplicity is the ultimate degree of sophistication. When we talk about taking care of your hard-earned money, having less and being more is the key to having leftover capital to invest in your ultimate time freedom. Procrastination in organizing bills keeps people stuck in eternal financial mediocrity. "I'll start Monday" is the phrase that destroyed the future of many families who could be well off today. The best time to organize your life was years ago. The second best time is right now, in this moment. Take the first step today, even if it's just writing down your debts and your real monthly income. The solution to not having money is not just earning more. It's knowing how to manage what you have. If you don't know how to manage $1,000, you will have even bigger problems managing $10,000. Money only amplifies your basic habits. Master the management of the little, and the much will follow. Financial competence is what transforms raw income into sustainable wealth over the years. Financial automation is your greatest ally to ensure money works before you have the chance to spend it. Schedule automatic transfers to your investment account on the same day your paycheck arrives. If you don't see the money in your checking account, the chances of spending it on nonsense drop drastically. Use technology to create a discipline that your willpower alone could never maintain on its own. The financial journey is lonely, as the world and advertising will always pressure you to spend more. Being the frugal one today is what will allow you to be the free one tomorrow when others are tired. Delayed gratification is the common trait of those who built solid wealth starting from absolute zero. Trade the momentary pleasure of a purchase for the lasting peace of being the master of your own destiny. Interest rates are designed to profit from the urgency of those who do not want to wait for things. By financing, you pay the bank's profit and the price of your impatience for not wanting to save the value. Learn to hate passive interest and love the active interest that you receive in your investments. Each eliminated payment installment is an immediate increase in your cash flow for the rest of your life. The culture of ostentation creates the illusion that life is a competition of brands and external trips. But remember, bank accounts don't have an audience, and true freedom doesn't need social likes. Invest in experiences that enrich you, not just in objects that take up space and collect dust. What is left at the end of the month is the seed of all your future financial fruit trees. Having multiple income streams is no longer a luxury, but a necessity for those seeking real security. The market changes fast, and depending on a single salary is a risk you shouldn't take nowadays. Use spare hours to create a small digital business or learn skills that generate extra income. Diversification is your greatest protection against economic crises and sudden technological shifts. The cost of maintaining liabilities, like expensive cars, is what stops your accumulation of real assets. A car costs insurance, taxes, maintenance, and the depreciation that silently erodes your wealth. Evaluate if your lifestyle serves you, or if you work simply to maintain that specific lifestyle. Sometimes, downsizing your standards now is what will give you the bank account you've always dreamed of. A lack of dialogue about money between couples is one of the leading causes of divorce and family ruin. Hiding spending or having different goals makes the couple row in opposite directions without moving. Sit down together, plan, and align your dreams so that money becomes an ally to your union. Two people focused on the same financial goal are unbeatable and grow much faster together. If this documentary makes sense to you, leave a like now to support our technical work here. We want to bring financial clarity to as many people as possible all around the entire world. Your interaction helps the algorithm understand that this content transforms lives and generates real value. Comment below, what is your biggest challenge today? Debt, impulsive spending, or lack of extra income? The secret to wealth is hidden in your routine and the small decisions you make every morning. It's the coffee on the go and the impulse by that added up. Destroy your monthly savings potential. Change your habits and you will change your life. Financial discipline is a muscle exercised daily. Start small, but start today, because consistency always beats intensity in the long-term game. Invest in your health, as the largest unexpected family expense comes from avoidable illnesses. Good nutrition and exercise are financial investments with a high return in savings on hospital bills. Working to exhaustion might give you money now, but it'll cost a fortune in medicine later. Balance is the watchword for those who want to enjoy wealth with vitality at the end of the journey. Be aware of the fees that financial institutions silently charge on your various investments. In the long run, high fees can eat almost half of all your potential accumulated profit. Look for low-cost investments that allow the majority of the profit to stay with you, the investor. Be a smart investor and always question where every cent of your money is being allocated. Financial education is a continuous process. The market and laws change, and you must evolve too. Read books, watch serious videos, and participate in communities that discuss investments with logic. The knowledge you acquire, no one can take away, and it pays the best dividends in the world. Become a lifelong student of money, and you will never again fear the crises that arise. Money is an excellent servant, but a terrible master that can enslave your mind and your soul. Don't let the pursuit of accumulation strip you of the ability to be generous and enjoy the now. True wealth includes health and good relationships, along with a quiet and clean conscience. Use money to build a life you love, not just a life that others admire from afar. Subscribe to the channel now to receive content that will help you escape the survival cycle. Here, we transform complex economics into simple steps so that you can act and see results. Don't miss the next videos, where we will detail strategies for each phase of your financial journey. Together, we will build a mindset of abundance and prosperity that will last for generations. Follow official sources so as not to fall for fake news or empty promises from financial gurus. Data from the central bank and serious institutions are compasses to understand where the world is going. Base your decisions on facts and statistics, not on group rumors or momentary emotions. Sobriety and information is what will keep you safe while others act out of pure desperation. Define a fixed amount for your leisure so you can have fun without guilt or destroying the budget. Living without pleasure is unsustainable and will lead to an explosion of impulsive spending soon. The secret is planning. If you want to travel, start saving specifically for that in advance. Planned pleasure is much more satisfying than pleasure that generates a heavy debt to pay back. Learn to negotiate everything, from your salary to your internet bill and your credit card fees. Asking for a discount is not shameful. It is a sign that you respect your own effort and hard work. Every $10 saved on recurring bills transforms into thousands over the years. Develop the art of negotiation and watch how money starts to stay in your account much easier. Minimalism isn't about living with little. It's about removing the unnecessary to focus on the essential. Having fewer things means having more mental clarity and more resources for what truly matters. Evaluate your possessions and ask, does this bring me real joy? Or is it just more weight in my life? The freedom of not needing much is the greatest luxury one can achieve in modern society. Understand market cycles. There will be times of fat cows and times of lean cows for everyone. Enjoy chimis. Prepare yourself. In bad times, stay calm and seize the hidden opportunities. Nothing lasts forever, neither the crisis nor the euphoria. History always repeats in economic cycles. Javina long-term vision protects you from anxiety and the natural fluctuations of the global economy. Financial success is 20% technical knowledge and 80% behavior and discipline maintained over time. You can know everything about charts, but if you don't control impulses, you'll never have extra money. Work on your mind and your beliefs about success to prosper in a true and lasting way. You are your greatest asset. Invest in yourself and the rest will be a logical consequence of your preparation. Share this video with those who always complain that money never lasts until the end of the month. Sometimes, a single piece of information or a change in perspective is all it takes to change a life. Be an agent of prosperity in your circle, spreading knowledge and helping others to grow. When your environment evolves, the path to your own growth becomes much easier. The journey to wealth is long, but the path is clear for those holding knowledge in their hands. Take back control, educate yourself, and change your stance on consumption to see prosperity happen. The survival cycle ends the moment you decide that your future is worth more than the present. See you in the next video, where your new financial life will continue to be built with focus and peace.